This UFC fighter will help you attract any girl that you want. Islam Makhachev and Jack Della Maddalena are fighting for the UFC welterweight title on this November 15th. And I personally think that Islam Makhachev is going to win because he is good everywhere: wrestling, grappling, striking. You need to get good everywhere too if you truly want to get the girls that you desire. The problem is, unlike mixed martial arts, we do not actually know what to train for in order to get good with girls. But this is where meditation comes in. If you learn how to meditate correctly and truly know how to reprogram your subconscious mind using meditation, then your subconscious mind is going to compel you to change your specific behaviors. Suppose a guy who has wrestled his entire life and he has used wrestling to beat his 27 opponents is all of a sudden practicing boxing in order to win the next challenge, then that does not make sense. Just like that, you too have your own stats, you too have your own strengths and your own weaknesses. Even though you think you suck everywhere, you inherently have some strength and some weaknesses. And if you learn how to reprogram your subconscious mind using meditation, what happens is you will be compelled to sharpen your strength and to cover up your weaknesses so that you become an attractive guy for all these women that you desire. So meditation is the only way. When I say meditation, you do not have to think of a guy who is sitting at the top of Himalayas doing weird hand mudras and breathing heavily. Meditation is just an antidote to materialism. And this evil philosophy called Red Pill has promoted materialism to even a greater extent in this current world. Red Pill has purposely taught men to focus on looks, money, status in order to get girls. But when you focus on these looks, money, status, which are very physical things, then you become a materialist. A materialist loses his power to matter. When you see a beautiful girl in your material physical world, you are suddenly crippled with fear. You cannot relax around women. It's because you have given power to matter. Your mind is a slave to matter. But yogis have always known the opposite to be true. It is your mind that is the originator of matter. If you learn how to control your own mental activities, you can change the physical reality that you experience. You can attract all the wonderful life circumstances to come towards you, and you can dispel all the terrible life circumstances that are currently present in your life. This is the reason why yogis call our physical reality as Maya. Maya means illusion or a magical lie. And in order to completely change your physical reality and create wonderful life circumstances around yourself, where you are meeting beautiful women and all these women are super attracted to you, what you need to do is learn how to meditate. And meditation just is very simple because it contains 3 easy steps. The first step is learning how to relax your body completely. That is possible through Yoga Nidra or non-sleep deep rest protocol. You just guide your attention through your body parts one by one until you achieve a sense of sleepiness. Your body starts to sleep, but your mind is awake. This is when your breathing rate slows down, your brain waves slow down, and the door between your conscious mind and subconscious mind is wide open. Now, using your conscious mind, you start to create an imaginal act in your own mind where you are already super attractive and you have already gotten all the girls that you desire. Provide all the sensory vividness to this imaginal act. You can visualize that maybe you are walking up to these beautiful women and you can see that their pupils get dilated as soon as they start talking to you because they are so attracted towards you. You can visualize that these beautiful women are trying to touch you. They are fighting for your attention while you're just there with a big smirk on your face. Visualize that you can smell the perfume that is being exuded off of these beautiful women's bodies. Visualize that these girls are complimenting you, saying things like, wow, you're so amazing. Now discipline your attention and mentally rehearse this imaginal act over and over again until you start to feel the feelings of joy, satisfaction, empowerment, victory, or thrill. And as Neville Goddard said, your feeling is the secret. When you can properly feel these elevated emotions, your imagination gets outpictured into your physical reality. Your subconscious mind is like a projector. You load an imaginal act into this projector, and then your imagination must get outpictured into the screen of your life. Only if you are able to feel these elevated emotions. But this is the reason why most men will never do this meditation, because most men have practiced feeling the negative emotion of jealousy, anger, hatred, resentment, low self-worth, powerlessness for so long that it is going to feel very unnatural for them to feel these elevated emotions of empowerment, success, victory, or thrill. Most men have an attention span of a goldfish. They cannot even relax their bodies completely. Most men cannot visualize in first person. They cannot provide the sensory vividness to their imaginal act. So this meditation is your competitive advantage. Do not wish for this meditation to become ridiculously easy, because if it was ridiculously easy, all of your competitors, all these men would do this meditation, would control their physical reality and would take the girls that you desire for themselves. So if you're amongst a very few percentage of men, maybe 10 to 15 percentage, and you're inspired by this video, then allocate 20 or 25 minutes at the end of today. Before going to bed at night, just do this meditation, feel these elevated feelings, and simply go to sleep. When you wake up in the morning, forget about this meditation. This meditation was an offering to God, to divine. You do not have to obsess about it anymore. This way, you do not become an obstacle for all these wonderful things to come and find you. The beautiful thing about this meditation is, once you properly land your imaginal act into your subconscious mind through these elevated feelings, you lose free will. Now you will be compelled to change your behaviors. You will be compelled to maybe become more knowledgeable. You will be compelled to maybe approach the right kind of girls or approach in the correct time. You might be compelled to utter the right kinds of words. Girls in your physical reality will lose free will as well. They will be compelled to move towards you, to express their desire to be with you. This happened to me as well. When I was 19, I was introduced to the idea of cold approaching and pickup art. And I cold approached a lot of women, but despite that, I still felt inadequate. I still felt like I was not a man. But during COVID lockdown, as lockdown happened and I was not allowed to go outside, I had to dive inwards because I started to suffer from anxiety and panic attacks. But this journey inward led me to the discovery of this spiritual principle. That is, your persistent imagination coupled with this elevated emotion always creates your personal reality. And after this discovery, I have not had to chase any women. In fact, they have started chasing me. Now, if you're serious about mastering your imagination, your attention, and the capacity of your body to sustain these elevated emotions for a long period of time, so that your imagination gets outpictured into your physical reality fast, then message me on my Gmail or my WhatsApp, which are linked in the description box down below and the pinned comment section down below as well. I only coach 4 men per month, so grab this opportunity quick. Remember, this is the emotion pill, where you must understand that feeling is the secret. and your physical reality just reflects what you feel inside. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.